more. Dr. Pepper!
We're back.
I'm charged up, dude. We are back in the building. Welcome back, Dutch, to the promised land, the studio.
It feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. For those, a lot of first-time people who never watched Going Flawless, didn't know that we used to both.
They have no idea.
They have no idea.
So we had an old show before this that was like a lot longer format, more just like casual, and we shot that downstairs before we had the studio. And we used to shoot it in person. We'd drink beers.
Sit on the couch?
We'd sit on the couch. And it was like a 2.5-hour show, and it was lit. So welcome back, everyone who's back from there. We're back in the studio. This is the first time.
And I'm back on the wagon wheel, baby. It's back. It's not in the best shape.
The wheels are getting rough out
But the
here.
wagon wheel is back.
So we're back, baby. This is the first time this show's ever been shot. Episode 11, live, in person. We started this show right when quarantine started, so yeah.
Quarantine is the reason we have this show, honestly.
Yeah,
without quarantine, there would be no Guardian Report.
So we're back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I love everyone in the chat. What's up? What's up? We got Cat, we got Afro Bob, we got Power.
Yeah, Afro Bob said the last Flawless, he was in the studio. That's right. Afro Bob was our last guest on Going Flawless.
We got Ace. What's up? What's up?
So we're going to start this show off with a segment that we used to do in Going Flawless.
Yep.
That we're bringing to the Guardian Report.
Bringing it back. 6 Beers Deep will love it, our clan.
And it's the brew segment.
It's the brew seg. So we try craft beers from all over the place. This one, Dutch is kind of our is my craft beer Sherpa. For those of you guys who don't know, Dutch is
I like the beer.
A restaurant manager, and he does a huge craft selection at the Old Stein Inn. So he knows all about this stuff.
As you can
Dutch,
see,
let him know.
My beer pouring skills haven't improved in quarantine.
Yeah, we do. Here.
Oh, well, I poured mine, so sorry.
He poured all of his, and I poured most of mine.
So this is True Respite. Let me get the close up.
We got both producers back in the building. We got Jenna. We got Lauren.
So
we got Lana.
True Respite experimental
mini
series.
Producer in the making.
Experimental IPA with experimental hops, and this is a local brew from the 410. And it should be nice and frothy. We have been doing a little bit of drinking today, so excuse the. We got our mugs back.
Yeah.
I've missed the mug. Cheers.
Gang, gang.
Yeah, but a lot of people haven't seen your mug.
This is the first time a lot of you are seeing these mugs.
People are new to the game.
We got our own.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Don't we love the studio too? God, it's such a better look. You know what I'm saying?
It feels good.
It feels great. We got our I mean, you can't see because of our drinks. We got ghosts out here. We need to mount these up on the wall or something.
Got a little Cade.
Snow globe. Shake her up. Shake her up. Come on. That's limited 1 of 5,000. Okay. Come on.
You're not go by daddy if you want to see
So,
yourself.
what's going on, guys? Welcome back. First, we got Lana in the building.
Lana's in the
for those
building.
of you guys who don't remember.
Look at the camera.
Our producer in the making. She'll be pumping out content in the next month or two.
Say hi.
When we get her on Destiny. But yeah, guys, new season's
All right,
out.
Lana,
Season of the Arrival.
We're about to start.
Super pumped. It's been a great week thus far.
She's got blood all over her shirt. She had a spill.
She busted her face today.
And Jake, the M is from Maryland. This is the 410.
Gang, gang. Maryland Terrapins, the 410. So, yeah, guys, welcome. Dutch, so just for new season, what first impressions, just general, before we get into the topics? What you pumped up? You charged up?
So, like I said last week on the show, okay, I said that we were about to get the best season in Destiny so far as of Shadowkeep, and I think it delivered.
And we did.
I think it delivered.
Yeah, so I made my apology live on the reveal streams. I know a bunch of you guys were hanging out on the streams with us all week. Had a great time, but I apologize then, I'll apologize now, all right? A wise man always steps up and says when he was wrong. And man, was I wrong. I'm charged up. We got a great season thus far. We got a new dungeon, which is the first high-end pinnacle activity aside from the Nightfalls and stuff. But first dungeon/raid we've gotten all year. So I wish we would get more, but at least we got one here.
We still have more content coming.
I was skeptical in the last 3 months if they'd give us something since we're going to get a full expansion in the fall. But we got a dungeon, and the dungeon's 6.
Sorry, guys. Lana's excited to be back in the studio.
She's charged up. She's charged up. But so yeah, super pumped on that. a lot of the changes they made with the Umbral Engrams, that's been a lot of fun farming those. I love the system. A lot of new weapons to grind towards. In the past, the weapons have just felt like but especially with the idea of sunsetting and stuff like that, like lots of good stuff. We're going to talk about all of it on the show. So let us know your guys' first opinions after week 1 as we're getting into it. But without further ado, I think let's dive
right into the first topic.
Dive into topic number 1.
You just apologized.
I just apologized. What more do you want, people? All right, now go fuck yourself. Hit the bell on the way out, little bitch. All right.
That was Afro Bob, so that's our boy.
Okay, never mind, Afro Bob. I love you. I figured that was Cap. But
right,
anyway, guys, let's get right into it.
Right into the first subject. We have the live reveal stream. We streamed it. Decon streamed it live. And Beyond Light, okay? We got the Beyond Light, and just like Decon apologized now, Luke Smith also apologized this week.
Yes, he did.
I feel like Bungie has a great vision moving forward. Sorry, let me get this in a long time. Great vision moving forward. We saw some stuff with Drifter, Eris, the Stranger. We saw what looked like some new guns. The Stranger had some crazy little pet flying around her head.
Yep.
We saw pyramid ships. And really, the hype was just through the roof. We were super excited. It seemed like everyone was excited. You know, we talked a lot of shit on Bungie, and we weren't sure what was going to... I mean, well, I didn't talk a lot of shit. Of course, I always had their back.
Of course, I did.
But it seems like they're finally moving in a direction to get it right. I mean, what do you think?
I'm pretty pumped, dude, to be honest. So one of the biggest things I was worried about was that we didn't get a roadmap. We had no news of this season coming out, which... After what's kind of released, I'm not really sure that was all that necessary. It wasn't like too super surprising on like what we got, in my opinion, thus far. I mean, more to come for sure. But nothing like groundbreaking where I'm like, oh, that's what they were hiding.
Yeah.
Like maybe the dungeon, but like whatever. But I am pumped that they've announced years all the way up through year 6. So we're not even on year 4, 5, and 6 all announced.
Yeah,
basically like almost double what we've had now. Has been announced and for the future. So there is no D3. Put all those rumors to rest. They clearly have a line. It's not like, oh guys, well, you know, the fall's coming up, year 4's coming up. Maybe we should figure out what we want to do. What are your guys' thoughts? Like they clearly have a straight line of what they're trying to do, what they're trying to accomplish. And you know, as all things in life, if proper planning makes for peak performance. Okay? And that's what we're heading towards.
We're heading towards Europa. You know, I was really upset weeks and weeks and weeks ago about the sunsetting too, and it seems like they're reissuing a lot of those guns now. We've seen Bad Omens come back. We've seen Gnawing Hunger come back, and it's stronger than ever. So the fact that those guns are coming back, and in the reveal, I mean, it's just the feeling that I got during that reveal stream, like. I could see you were hyped. In the chat, it was filled with people that were hyped. I had
like
goosebumps.
100 people in there, and everyone was just charged up.
It just felt great, and it felt like, you know, to hear Luke Smith apologize about the mistakes that he had made, or that Bungie had made, and to see that they've actually been working towards a narrative goal. They're working towards putting the game out that they wanted to put out.
But I don't want to get it twisted. Just because we got an apology, like, doesn't make, like... Everyone just instantly was back on the bandwagon. Okay, he apologized. Like, no, a little apology does not save you yet, Luke. Okay, I'm still on to you. All right, so you're gonna need to deliver on what you said. Okay, don't apologize and then don't deliver. I want to see the proof still on the delivery come year 4. I want to see the proof because some people still like. I mean, I'm pretty charged up on the season. I think they're heading in the right direction. But aside from the dungeon, I'm still hearing people when they say, we're just, like, what more did we get? Everyone's farming power the same way we have the past 4 seasons, aside from maybe a little bit of Umbral Engram action. But, you know, the game, like, I want to see the delivery of what of the words coming out of his mouth. If you're going to
talk the talk, you better walk the walk. I agree with you.
Because he got people charged up on the Vidoc that came out with Shadowkeep, too. Like, and we got a whole year that wasn't bad, but also didn't quite deliver to the hype that he had mentioned before.
I mean, I'm going to disagree. I mean, I think it's been a great year of Destiny so far, so we'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that, I guess. Unless you don't want to, let us know in the chat if you don't want to leave it at that. Anyway, moving on. Next topic, Go ahead, Dutch. Let them know. What are we moving into? Topic 2, the vault.
All right. So, Destiny Content Vault, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that really pleases thine nut, okay? And it pleases it in a big way, because when I watched that reveal, I left a little wet in my pants, all right? I had to go change my clothes, because we know that they said that Vault of Glass is returning. And Luke Smith said specifically with champions, okay? So what does that mean for me? That means Vex Mythoclast. That means Vision of Confluence, Corrective Measure, Paradis Timepiece, Fatebringer, Atheon's Epilogue, Paradis Revenge.
You name them, we got them!
Ah, give it. And you know what? If you're just going to keep bringing shit back, we're going to bring back Crota's End too. Give me my Word of Crota, hand cannon, okay? Just give me all of the loot that we love so much. Maybe you bring back, I don't know, fucking everything. I mean, what was the Prison of Elders? Bring that back too.
Yeah.
Let me redo some of that shit. So I'm super pumped on this. We know they're bringing back old strikes. It's been confirmed that we're going to see the Servitor Strike, the Omnigul Strike, and the Devil's Lair Strike. So I'm extremely, extremely hyped on this. I mean, I know a lot of people are upset that they're going to take stuff away, but
Yeah, so I've been thinking on this a lot, because I'm kind of in the middle of the street here, all right? I like I'm charged up to fight my way back into Vault of Glass, all right? That's just nostalgia-wise. And I hope I'm not disappointed going back in and be like, okay, this raid kind of sucks. I don't think so, but like,
no, it's good.
You know what I mean? Like, I just from a nostalgia level, it's incredible. I'm super pumped on that. But at the same time, they are getting rid of things, and like Ace just said in the chat, I'm pumped up on the old stuff, but I want the new stuff too. I don't want you to just give me the old shit and be like, yeah, that's your content for this season. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to make sure we're still moving forward in a direction here that doesn't feel repetitive. That's been one of the biggest complaints by far from the community, is that they constantly are just recycling content, putting old guns in. Like the new dungeon, a lot of old stuff. I mean, I'm charged up on it because it's the old Trials gear, which is super dope, super nostalgic, and looks badass. But at the same time, recycled. You know what I'm saying? So.
And also in that dungeon, there is an old recycled set of gear. But there's also a whole new set of gear. So if you're going to give me new stuff and old stuff, I mean,
I'm charged up. Now let's
you
talk
took
about,
it all away from us. Now
get,
you're giving it back.
But aside from that, let's talk about the idea, because this is one of the biggest things I kind of like, is they're going to be taking stuff out, but it's not getting deleted. So like everyone had the idea that Titan was just getting destroyed to make room for new content.
Right.
Like, goodbye Titan, good night, final resting peace. We'll miss you. But they're actually going to be cycling things out into a vault, and I know we reference Fortnite a lot in this, but I just feel like Fortnite just did so many things right and so many little things. Now this is taking it to the whole new level. So Fortnite actually takes guns out of the game just randomly, like every other fucking week. They'll just be like, those 5 guns are coming out, these 5 guns are coming back in, or new guns are coming in, or whatever. And it allows them to keep an open flow meta. And I just remember, like, guns would become stale, like the submachine gun, be like, no one really uses it, it's not that OP. But they'd take it out of the game, they'd vault it for a little bit, and then when they brought it back, it was, like, fun to use the gun again, because it's been months. You're not just like, great, I fucking got another submachine gun, or great, I got another spare rations. Like, if they take spare rations out of the game for 6 months, and then it comes back, just like Fellwinter's Lie, everyone's going to be charged up. And same thing's going to go for the content. Like right now, yeah, like no one goes and does Eater. No one goes and does the old raids like Leviathan, aside from like the higher end players. But it's just unused content by the general pool of players. If Leviathan comes back in 9 months with pinnacle drops, with maybe they throw in champions, maybe they mix it up a little bit. Like they said, they're not just going to take it and drop it in. They're going to rework it a little bit, make it look better. That's what they said about the D1 content. Who knows? Like that could be, if that comes out with other stuff, it can't be the only thing. But it will make the old stuff much more fun and desirable to play as an entire body of players.
And they're reintroducing guns that we know and love back into the loot pool, like you said before. So
with new perks in some cases. Though.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to get my Midnight Coup back, right? Like they're taking it away. I can't use it anymore after the season. But say they bring it back a year from now, I'm going to go farm another Midnight Coup. And yes, it is kind of shitty. I've said this before, that I'm very upset that they're taking guns away from us just to make them go back and farm them. But you know that if they bring that gun back, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours. And if they do, but I don't want to talk about this too much because we are talking about it later. If they do bring them back in some type of Umbral Engram way, you unlock the gun, then you can have a way to farm the gun. Maybe it makes it a little bit easier to farm the gun.
Yep.
But you're getting your midnight coup back. You're enjoying the old raids. It adds a touch of like freshness to the game, almost, if you will.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, imagine if they bring back Wrath of the Machine. You know, they're bringing that back. I'm sure sometime down the road. So I'm super pumped on it. And before we move forward, don't forget the Destiny 1 strikes had strike-specific loot. So when they bring back Omnigul, I'm expecting shit. What was that pulse rifle that everyone used to?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but
someone in the chat dropped the name of that pulse rifle.
From Omnigul, and they're bringing back 7X Prime.
Yeah, so I'm expecting that strike-specific loot to come back into the game with those strikes. So, Grasp of Malik. Thank you, Ace. Grasp of Malik. So, yeah, let me farm a God Roll Grass. Let me take that in a Crucible and let me wax that ass.
Fair enough. You heard it here first, baby. Waxing that ass with the pulse rifle. Moving on, the roadmap. We touched on this a little bit, guys. So, we still really never got a roadmap for this season. Maybe it's going to be something they do away with. I'm not really opposed to that. I do think it did kind of kill some of the excitement when you just knew everything that was coming. Like, Bastion was on it. Whereas, like, at the end of Corridors of Time, if we didn't already know we were getting Bastion for months, people would have been charged up about that gun way more, and it would not have had the negative impact that it had.
Not to mention it's nasty.
I think the secretiveness of the whole season thing is cool. But we did get the roadmap, as we discussed, for the next 3 years. I mean, we kind of touched on it right when we started with Beyond Light, because we got into it.
I'm about to get charged up right here, okay? Because
go ahead. Don't give him the wagon.
2 weeks ago on the show, you were like, we haven't got a roadmap yet, and I was like, just wait, they'll bring it. Then last week came, and we still didn't have a roadmap. And you were kind of giving it to me. You were like,
nervous.
I did. I was starting to feel a little nervous. Then the very next day, not only did we get a roadmap, but we got the best roadmap I've ever fucking seen in my life, okay? This is the roadmap to end all roadmaps. I forget who was in our party the other night, and they said it best. They didn't give us a roadmap. They gave us a fucking runway, all right? Like, you don't need roads where we're going, okay? We're taking it to the sky. They gave us a skyway. They gave us... Someone's in the cockpilot up there blasting off, all right? They gave us the best goddamn map we've ever seen. This is a treasure chest marked with a big fat ass X, okay? X marks the spot, and they nailed it, all right? We've got Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and Lightfall. I mean, come on. What more can you ask for?
I mean, so which one are you charged up the most for?
All of them, baby.
Okay, well, I specifically...
Witch Queen.
Savathun, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it's gotta be Witch Queen. That's been... Just because Dreaming City was such a great expansion itself, such a great area, like...
Afrobob said it was a flight plan. That's right. He did say that.
They've never done a new area or new zone like as well as they did with the Dreaming City. Like, I still think there's places there that I still haven't been to. Like, you get lost out there in those corridors. Like, if you just go start exploring. So, loved it there. And then that whole thing with Savathun and everything, and like everyone was hyped when we finally hit 1,000. That we thought when someone hit 1,000 in Shadowkeep with the artifact that we were going to break the curse. Nope. You thought
it was a joke. Haha.
Yeah, Savathun was like, "You think I'm that easy? Come on, baby. I'm the witch queen."
It ain't easy being greasy.
Yeah, so she's gonna come heavy for it. So I'm pumped up for that one. That's probably the most interesting lore story to me, and I don't even know much about it. To be honest, I look forward to Afrobob's lore bits episode on that kind of stuff. So let's see what we got in the chat. We've been going off. Let's see. Maybe we'll finally break the damn curse in the Dreaming City. Yup. Apparently, there is a hint in prophecy about the curse ending.
Yeah, well, when Savathun comes at us, and we have our Gallahorn back because they're bringing back old content, she's going to take one to the chin and take them Wolfpack rounds. They're going to be dripping down her face, all right?
I'm going to hit her with the Blight, the new Wither Horde.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, Umbral. So, big thing here. One of the most game-changing things that we've gotten that I've really enjoyed so far.
Yeah, you talk about this. This is the Umbral Master right here.
I heard Umbral's about
I'm an umbral beast, okay? It took a while when I was first starting out to, so we put a video out that I go into depth on all this stuff, guys, so I'm not gonna go into it that heavy, but go check that out if you're interested in it and don't really get it. But basically it's a new system that allows you to pick what's in your rolls, and you can basically farm, you could both farm weapons, but it's also been great for the power grind because you're able to pull whatever slot you specifically need. So if you need a gun, like you can't pull like the one slot, but if you need a gun, you can pull a gun emblem. If you need whatever, you can pull that. So you're not just getting randoms, and it feels like, yeah, the odds of me getting boots right now, pretty low. You know what I mean? So it helps give more rewarding scenarios with your engram game. Now, you're supposed to get, when you get the first Umbral Mastery, which is the last perk in Tier 1, you're supposed to get your first 3 engrams per week are supposed to drop it powerful. I'm sure most of y'all have noticed by now because we haven't stopped talking about it. It's all over the place with especially with the forge farming that's
all
going
over the internet.
But that's bugged right now, and basically like every other powerful that you pull that's focused, so you have to go in and focus it. You can't just pull the engram. But every other one that you focus is dropping as a powerful. So it's been the easiest it's ever been to farm up, to get to max power. I wasn't expecting to do it week 1. Honestly, I was expecting to maybe barely get there on character 3. All 3 of my characters are now 1050 gear. So almost 1060. I'm like +9 on the artifact.
And we really didn't even put in the work like we normally do. Like normally we
took a couple days off to go get after a little bit, to chug a couple beers down with the fam.
Normally we like do our third alt, then our second alt, then our main. We do all powerfuls, then we go back and do pinnacles. We kind of do the grind like the correct way. We really didn't even like. There wasn't enough time, really.
I really half-assed it.
I've kind of half-assed it
left
too.
stuff on each one, and I kind of go back. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that now. Because with this new Umbral engrams, it's crazy.
And when you're missing that heavy, too, like normally, I mean, heavy is obviously the hard. Like you can do the raid and you can get energy weapons, right? You can do
get kinetics.
Yeah. So really, the hardest thing to get is really heavy. So now being able to go in and select that engram that gives you a 50% chance to get a heavy. Selecting an engram gives you a 50% chance to get the boost that you're missing or whatever it may be. Like, it's a pretty sweet deal. And also, like, I'm not gonna lie, I did forge farming last night. I'm actually
forge farming right now. My Xbox is literally on right there.
I'm doing it right now too.
Don't play yourself.
I get home,
if you're butthurt about it and saying people shouldn't be doing it, you're the only one losing out. All right, you're just hurting yourself.
Yeah, and I can't wait to go home because my hunter's been forge farming since about 9:30 this morning. So, I'm gonna go home and that's my main. And I still have a lot of work to do this week, but I think the loot system is great. I think, going back to forge farming, I rolled like 3 or 4 god rolls of the new auto rifle. I can't think of the name of it right now because I don't know. It's new. I don't know. But I've gotten dynamic sway and I've got ones with overflow and rampage. Like the gun, it's not the best auto rifle in the game, but like.
There's been a bunch of new perks that have come out as well, which have been very interesting on the guns. We're going to be putting out a video going over some of those and kind of discussing on what we think and some new builds that are coming out, especially there's been some great mods. They brought back our favorite system this season, Charged with Light, baby.
And we're charged up about it.
And we're charged up. I'm on the runway just shooting off. So we got videos on that coming. There's been some great mods dropping. I love the build mechanics, and I hope that they continue with this. I love the rotating daily mod.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many there are, like, if we're just going to not have any in, like, a week, like, once you've...
They'll probably
like
repeat.
10, I know, but there's probably only, like, 10 or something, I would guess, but...
There's probably a way to check that if you go to your collections.
It's pretty cool that they've introduced that, and it makes it more exciting every day. Like, I go in there like, oh, what mod do they have today? Like... I'm pretty charged up on that. I think it's a great way
to get 12 total.
Daily players going. There you go. Hell yeah. Look at the
rooftop.
Fans knowing what's up. Rooftop in the building. Oppressive Darkness is out. Yep. So new seasonal stuff. Oppressive Darkness. Solar Plexus is back. I'm in the Crucible, just slinging my Warlock grenade across the map.
Yeah, people are going to be really upset in trials.
Dude, I can't wait to slam them out. Moving on. Let's keep it rolling. We got the Prophecy. So. Brand new dungeon. Also made videos on this. I don't know. Most of you guys are probably subscribed. We got 10 in the chat, so it's probably all the homies. But new Prophecy dungeon came out. Duke Bigham's in the chat was our third. We ran it. It took us 2 nights. We did it. We tried it night 1.
We did it for like 5 hours
we
the
went
first
in too
night.
aggressively early. We didn't do the power farming because we actually made videos all day. And then we were like, okay, let's jump in the dungeon.
We missed like 4 hours.
And we were like 10-20. So we were,
didn't end well.
We were quite under light. So we got through the first encounter or 2 and then took a break because it was like 10:40 or 10:50 or something. And decided to wait till the next day, but knocked it out the next day.
Yep.
Pretty
We
standard.
got all the way to the boss, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, we got all the way to the flippy, the
flipping
hexahedron.
room. Ups is down. Hexahedron, hexala. Yeah, guys. So it's super, super dope. If you guys haven't done it, we got a full guide out now on our channel. People are saying it's the best guide on the internet. I'm not saying it. They're saying it. All right. So go check it out if you guys haven't watched it yet. But super, super dope. I was so pumped, like I said in the beginning of the show, pumped that we got a dungeon. Because if we didn't get a dungeon, if we didn't get a raid lair, if we didn't get something, it wasn't going to be good for them. And I'm glad that they were able to put something together that doesn't even feel half-assed. It feels good.
It feels very complete. And, you know, the Pit of Heresy was good. Shattered Throne, in my opinion, has been the best dungeon to date. But this one definitely gives it a run for its money. I mean, it's Taken, you've got the light versus dark thing, so that's pretty cool having to get dark modes and light modes.
It's a brand new mechanic. It's not stand on something, it's not dunk something, it's not...
And that's something we talked about last week. We were like, man, if we have to go stand on a plate and throw some balls at something again...
Throwing more balls, standing on more plates.
Yeah, and, you know, they must watch the show because we're not standing on plates, we're not throwing balls, we're actually out there. You know, it makes it very challenging because like the first boss encounter, as you dunk, like you get the dark modes and you dunk those, the room actually switches around and the shadows change. So it kind of gives it a cool dynamic.
It's the first time ever that I can think of that you have to play from a random different spot every time.
You have to play to the environment.
Depending on where the night is, depending on what lights you have up, depending on which ones you need.
Where the boss is, because if he hits you with your shield...
Sometimes it forces you, there's no... This is the best spot to stand. We're going to drop wells here on repeat, and we're going to get what we need done. So it adds a whole new element to it. You know, I'm jumping in. I'm running Warlock, so I'm consuming my grenade for the heal. I'm throwing it out into the light, running it in the middle of the room, and just trying to survive so I can get off this last kill on the night.
And you really have to plan your supers too. Like we were going in last night. We did it with 2 Warlocks and a Titan. And we were like, all right, I'm going to drop my well first. Then when my well runs out, you drop your well. Duke was on a Titan. Like, he was like, the holy shit, like, we don't have wells yet. You need to drop your bubble. And, you know, we're maneuvering around the room. It feels really good. And again, they brought back some EP guns. I've gotten the EP hand cannon and the EP shoddy with threat detector and trench barrel. So, dude, I forgot how nasty that gun was until I started using it again. And I'm just like... I had like 14,000 kills with my last one. I'm about to get 14,000 more in the next week or two.
It's a double domain. There's money to be made.
There's money everywhere, all right? I'm just sucking it in right now.
Sir.
So I'm liking the old loot. I'm liking the new loot. And overall, the dungeon is just sick. And the boss encounter is cool, where you have to go around through the 3 different phases and kind of wax him out. And then you go into the room where he can like push you to the back. And if you like, it's just, and if you have to stay close to him, because if you don't, you get that, what's that debuff called?
The Mater, it starts with an M, right?
I don't know.
Matery?
But yeah, there's like a debuff, and if you don't stay close enough to him and it hits 10, you die. So overall, really good feel to it. That's what they needed this season. We've been calling for it.
That might be like the best mechanic I've ever seen in anything, in a raid, it changes your entire playstyle, because it's not even a one-time thing. You have to plan ahead because you need 2 nights. And like Ace just said about the not knowing that the nights are tied to the whatever, like you have to be killing the snipers to get to spawn them in. And if you don't spawn in the first one, if you're not doing it fast enough, if you're not organized enough with your team to be in the right places.
And the mechanic where Tolan spawns on the ceiling, and like we were guessing it forever until we finally figured it out.
The light and dark mechanic was just such a great idea, and just it was very refreshing to have to like figure something new out, not we're standing here again, we're throwing this again. Entropy, yep.
And Ace said his team did it blind. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much did it blind too.
Yeah, we did, yeah. The only thing we looked up was what happens when Tolan's
Tolan was on the ceiling. Yeah.
Because that we were like, it's unfortunate. Well, we did the guide, and actually on our first runs, we never had Tolan spawn on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like the RNG.
Yep.
Never had him on the ceiling.
And then two
and
nights
then he
ago,
was on the ceiling, and we were like, "What the fuck?" But then we just slammed a random one, and unless we got lucky as hell, it didn't change the mechanic. We still made it through perfectly fine.
yeah, but I
so
think
it
instead
didn't,
of
like,
6 times, it might have added an extra.
it didn't feel like more than 6. I'm not sure. But anyway, we pinned the comment there, so all the knowledge is still in the guide. Don't you guys worry. But yeah, guys, so super sick.
Also, and a sick thing about the dungeon, before we move forward,
yeah, 100%.
you can go back into the dungeon and play it again and still get loot. It's just not a powerful reward.
Yeah, so it's farmable at this point. I don't know if that's a glitch. Farmable.
Yeah, so pro tips.
So yeah, super dope.
Do you want to hit some chat real quick? We drank a lot of beer this morning, and I gotta pee real quick.
Yeah, let me hit the chat right quick.
Yeah, mute my mic real quick.
Knee Spider King Gummy did the whole thing blind this time. Yep, 100%. It's been 6 every time. We've just been lucky. Yeah, 100. Yeah, it's kind of weird. What else we got? We got Cactus has a tiny wiener. Don't watch his videos. Couldn't agree more with you. All right. No hate on that guy, but I just think our guides are more complete and fuller. You know what I'm saying? The Leviathan painting is dope. What Leviathan painting? Yo, someone tell me about the Leviathan painting. Behind me.
Behind you?
Oh, that one. Oh, I thought you were talking about in-game. Lauren, can we get Mike's camera pulled up? We got the Leviathan out here. We got, that's like the 9, that Trials. I actually don't know if it's the Trials map, but it looks, or not the Trials map, the OG like long range sniper map that they used to have where everyone would use. What map is that?
This?
No. Well, the Leviathan's dope, but what's the other one?
This?
Yeah.
I think that's the OG Trials map.
Yeah. Guys, and then also, like, just because, Lauren, go full screen. I'll let you guys know. So, like, you can't see it because we got the crop in. But if we go out, like, we got more out here, okay? Like, we got the whole thing. We got the good old Ace of Spade, the Forsaken logo. We got a dope hunter and a warlock on the right because we don't fuck with Titans around here. And yeah, we got it all. So
your fingers in there.
We're charged up.
So Lana busted her lip. Busted her lip up good. Y'all can see it on camera.
Is that better? Is that where I need to be? Does that look good?
Yeah, it looks good. So anyway,
yeah, guys. So we try to make the studio look classy. The Ace is dope. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ace got the gun up there.
All right. Next topic.
Moving on. The contact. So, speaking of which, put a guide on that. We put a guide on everything.
Yep.
Everything brand new. Yeah. So brand new contact event. Pretty interesting. Pretty good. A lot of people felt some repetitiveness. I can't disagree with them. It does feel like another public event. It's just another Seraph thing. Just like a Seraph or just like, what was even before that? I don't even remember them all now. They all just blend together.
Before the Seraph Tower, we had Sundial, which wasn't even a public event. It was just a 6-man activity. So, I mean, for this, like...
But it did have some aspects to it that are a little more. There's more than meets the eye after your first run. It took a couple runs to kind of catch on to everything.
The first couple runs, the power was obviously a thing. We were facing 1040 enemies, and we were at 1010, 1012, maybe 1015, 1020. It definitely felt challenging. I did like that they brought a new mechanic to it where you have to actually go get the blooms and kill the champions. That felt really good. I didn't mind doing it.
There's no champions in Seraph Towers till the very end.
Correct. So, and there's some champions in this one that will steal the bloom, take it away. So, it felt...
They'll come steal your moats out of the bank, like...
Yeah, and, for me, I like the feeling of seasonal public events. Now, 2 seasons ago with Season of Dawn, we didn't have a seasonal public event.
We had Sundial.
We just had Sundial.
And same thing before that. We had
last season, we just had a public event with no 6-man activity. So, this season, we have a public event. We do believe that there's a 6-man activity on the, incoming.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed.
So we get the 6-man activity and the seasonal public event. I feel like that's
a dungeon.
And a dungeon. I feel like that's a good seasonal roadmap.
No
like
fucking doubt.
if you're gonna follow that same roadmap, and it's a great way to farm Umbral Engrams. It's guaranteed once you rank up your Prismatic Recaster.
Yep.
It's guaranteed you get some, and you can get dupes. I don't I don't mind that. I don't mind seeing that. I mean, even with Season of Dawn, you had the Vex invasions. What do you need, girly?
Yep. So we got like the 6-man and the whatever.
Yep. So.
Yo, what's up, Goose? Yeah. So for 1011, definitely go. Yeah, 1040 is where it starts and it ends at 1060. So realistically, I'd say like the lowest I'd say people should definitely be 1030 before they go in there, because even in the final encounter you're going to be 30 under, which the final encounter is rough. It's not for the faint of heart.
For real. Especially because that boss
it's technical. It's very technical. It's high pressure because of the way that the rooms are spawned. There's no safe area in the beginning whenever you're spawning into the mechanic. You can go check out the guide, but yeah, 1011 definitely would probably stay out of there unless you got some heavy carries.
We got Goose in the chat? Oh, this is a different Goose.
Different Goose.
This ain't the same Goose.
A new Goose.
What's up, new Goose?
So.
And there's the timer. Yeah, so
yeah,
overall.
So Contact's pretty cool. What are you guys' thoughts on Contact thus far? I liked it. I think it's got enough mechanics where it's not boring. You know what I mean? Like I like it. I'm running after the blooms, trying to get it done. So, and I like that there's champions. I like that all 3 champions are in it.
Yeah.
You can't just, I mean, I guess you can just blow through them with swords, but.
Yeah, you can. Especially now that we're at light. Like, we were blowing through them when we were below light. So now that we're actually, like.
Definitely just
40,
ripping through them.
All 1050 now. You're definitely going to be able to give them a old wombo combo with the sword there.
Yeah. So, very cool.
Mike.
What's going on? Hey, we got 11 in the
Good? Am I
chat.
good?
Say what's up. Let us know. We want to see if you guys are in there.
Test, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm just trying to get to the Rainbow Road for all the chests. I want the old Trials of the 9 armor. Yep, so there are some secret chests, guys, in there. So, yeah, be sure to check those out as well. But, moving on.
To our favorite part of the game, the loot.
The meta.
The loot. Give me the... A wise man once said, give me the loot, give me the loot.
Huh? The new meta? What's meta? Oh, where's Thad?
Yeah, where is Thad right now?
He quit.
What a loser.
He's a traitor.
Thad was complaining. First of all, I don't want to hate on Thad because that's my boy.
But also, fuck him.
But he was complaining, Destiny has no loot. It's all about the loot. And now we get the loot, and he's not even watching the show. Where are you, Ghost? Come on, baby.
Yeah, isn't he supposed to be a supporter?
Anyway,
So
rip Thad, yeah.
we got
heard more. Let's
some
talk
new
about it. Go
loot,
ahead.
okay? We
What
got a new pulse rifle that's nasty. I haven't obtained it yet. I should probably get it tonight. I'm on pace to get it tonight. We've got 2 new swords, one that resembles Darkdringer and one that resembles Boltcaster.
Yep.
Obviously, the old swords that we've had the entire time resembled Razelighter. And we've got a new exotic. We'll start with that. Witherhoard.
Witherhoard.
Why don't you let them know what you think about Witherhoard?
The most controversial gun to enter the meta in a long time, I think.
It's plaguing the
Normally
Crucible.
guns are either like just not used that much or people hate them. This one, people love them or they hate it. If you're playing in PvP and you're not using it, you probably fucking hate it. All right. Now, if you are using it in PvP, I'm not gonna lie, I've been one of both. All right, because I was using it I've been working towards the Catalyst because. For those of you guys who don't know, the Catalyst is dirty for PvE.
Nasty.
Auto-loading holster.
Better
and
handling.
Faster handling, which honestly for PvP
And
that's
faster
dirty
reload
too.
if you don't use the auto
That's dirty
loading.
for PvP too. So it becomes beast mode for PvE, like just godly.
And for those of you who don't have Anarchy, this is definitely a good weapon to use instead of Anarchy, because what we've been doing is we've been using Anarchy to hit the boss and tick his numbers down. Witherhoard is a great replacement for that. You shoot it, swap to your regular gun, and just start unloading on him. It's really been great. You know, I know like we've been doing the dungeon, and Duke, rip his soul. He's done like 40 Scourge of the Past and still has an Anarchy. So.
But we haven't been in there since. We're gonna hop in there for sure.
Yeah, we probably should do that tonight if we get a
one.
chance.
We'll get one.
But Decon and I, we've been using Anarchy. We've been putting up like, what we did, like there was a damage phase where we were putting up like 1 mil with Anarchy and then just using fusion rifles. I know I was using Zealous Reward and you were using Aaron's Hill.
Yep.
And then we had some, we've been using Randy's. So that seems to be a great combo in that dungeon. But for Duke, rest his soul, he doesn't have Anarchy. He's been using Witherhoard and then swapping out to his.
It gets it done, dude. It's great for mob clearing too. Like there's tons of Thrall in here, and you just shoot that thing down, and everything just.
At one point,
I
was like, man, if Duke had Anarchy, we could be doing way more damage. And then I saw him using Witherhoard, like where the ads would actually start to mob us, and he was just shooting it at the ground, and I was just like,
It's slang.
2 Anarchies and Wither Horde might be like the best. And also with Wither Horde too, if you're using it against regular yellow bars or even bosses, you can hit them with a Wither Horde, pull out a sword. I mean, the new sword, the one that has the hook, I forget what it's called, that can roll with Vorpal Weapon. And if you have the one from the Season Pass, it's basically a Dark Drinker. So you can hit someone with a Wither Horde, pull out your sword,
Yeet a sword across the map.
or just get up close and give them the old hack and slash. Like, it's literally like a really great DPS combo, and I can't wait to experiment with that. I haven't gotten the Catalyst yet. I'm still working on that. I have to get grenade launcher kills in Crucible, which I'm really not like.
He said he put up 1.9 million on the dungeon boss last night.
With Anarchy?
Anarchy and Mountain. What? Okay, first of all, I feel bad for you because that means your teammates just weren't getting it done. Because it's only like 3.5 million total for all of his health. So, concerning.
Ace is out there putting up big numbers.
There soloing, like, but yeah, no, for sure. Anarchy has been money for us. I know in like 2 phases,
What's up, Chrome?
we've been putting over 1 million
He said
damage
no
in.
comment.
Over 1 million damage with Anarchy in 2 phases.
Yeah,
So-
we 2-phased. Did we 2-phase it last night or we 3-phased it? We 1-phased the first boss.
We 3-phased it with like a sliver
Yeah,
because we had some deaths still. But if you got a body part,
That's for
okay.
that's for Postmaster.
Postmaster. All right.
So yeah, super hyped on the new guns so far.
What are you guys' thoughts? What's your favorite? Guillotine too, which is the Dark Drinker.
Yeah.
Right? Insane.
Yeah, and I know Jacked Up Jonesy, who's
ripping-
basically the leader of 6 Beers Deep, or
He's
one of the
ripping
founders.
Denial.
Yeah, so he was using that pulse rifle. It's not my
You
favorite.
don't get it till level 45.
It's not my favorite archetype of pulse rifle either. What is it? A 340?
390s.
Is it 340?
390. But they got a huge buff this meta, so
Vigilance Wing is in that same class.
I was watching him. He was ripping on it, and he was using Relentless, one of the new perks on it.
Where if you
which
kill
I think-
someone,
I think it's like a smaller spread or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Like I said, the new video's coming out on that. We got to do some more research, but
yeah.
I'm not about to sit up here and act like I know what I'm talking about if I don't. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
out
well,
here
we don't have the gun yet,
speaking
so.
truth. So, but
This
super
man who
pumped on
claims
that.
the gun is a beast, also.
He's also a god, so it doesn't really matter.
He also
what
has
he
soloed
uses.
the dungeon, and also when Trials came out, he also got to the lighthouse in under 40.
Callus in white armor.
Yeah, and also got to the lighthouse in under 40 minutes.
All
so
this week.
literally,
And he's
if
like
you,
1065.
you got Glad and Frostbolt. If you put them into one,
You get
you get
Jacked Up
Jonesy. Okay. I wish you were watching, because Jonesy, I'm trying to play with you, dog. So.
Yeah. Oh, Trinity Ghoul too. Yeah. So Trinity Ghoul got a buff with the
Catalyst.
The new Catalyst. Yeah, it's insane. Apparently, it just procs anytime that you kill with any kind of arc, not just the bow, right?
I don't know.
So-
I don't have the Catalyst.
Yeah. So like basically,
I have
you
the
could throw-
Catalyst, but I
you
don't.
can throw a skip grenade, or you can hit him with a melee, and then it continues to chain. So basically, you're just running around like a fucking
What if you used? Oh, I guess never mind. I'm an idiot.
absolute animal. Yeah, you can't. You're gonna say
Risk Runner.
Risk Runner.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, super powerful as well. If you guys want to check that out. What do you think about AFK farming? We touched on the. Oh, I guess we can get into.
Who asked that?
Is it Postmaster right now? Can we do that? Okay, well hit it, babe. Lauren's giving us shit because we're trying to skip ahead.
I hear music.
Yeah, my mom's probably down there partying, and I'm trying to do a live show. I'm like, Mom.
Who asked about AFK farming?
Goose. So we touched on that a little bit. I'll answer that.
What's
one.
up, trees? How you living, big
We
and smalls?
love AFK
in
farming.
mansions and Benzes, baby. I'll answer the question for you. All right. I'm asking the question I already know the answer to.
Yeah, we love AFK farming. I'm doing it right now. Literally, I'm looking at my screen right now, and it's AFK farming.
Yeah, it
so,
is. Can confirm.
Absolutely love it. At the end of the day,
got burnt.
no one's gonna like win from AFK. I've put in probably 30, 40 hours already in this week, so
Yeah, AFK
I
farming.
put in the fucking work. The AFK just helps me get that little extra step.
AFK
alright?
farming. Listen, let me just let you know about AFK farming, right? Okay, it's an exploit in the game that everyone should be doing. Okay, Glad's doing it. Mtashin is doing it. 410 Gaming is doing it. All the big names
All the big
are
dogs.
doing it. Okay, if you're not doing it, you're selling yourself short because you're giving yourself an advantage. All right, Michael Jordan out there on the basketball court, he's talking shit to the opposing team. that's giving him an advantage, right? He's mentally giving himself an advantage.
No one has a problem using Witherhoard to melt bosses. No one has a problem sliding around with Antaeus like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, if you're in
all
Crucible
right?
and using Antaeus wards, that's basically the same
But
thing.
then you're going to talk shit about the fucking farmers? You go die, okay? Hit the bell on your way out, you little bitch.
I mean, big truth. Like,
you heard it here first.
people, and also think about this. If you're AFK farming, you're dropping your gear level between or below 950.
Yeah, no. If you're doing it 1,000 and you're queuing up with people trying to get it done and you're just AFKing through it, then you're an asshole.
If you're
But
queuing,
as long as you go to 750 or lower, then it's acceptable.
if you're queuing with people that are AFK farming, then your light level ain't high enough anyway, and maybe you should be AFK farming. Like,
maybe if you tried a little harder, you get more places.
if you're queuing with people who are AFK farming, what does that say about you? I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just letting you know that if you're queuing with AFK farmers, then maybe you should be doing.
Like Ace just said, people are ball duping on the new contact event to just do multiple blooms. No one's got a problem with that.
Exactly.
Not today. All right, moving on.
Get on my level, all right?
Next question.
If you're pissed off about AFK farming, I'm gonna tell you what I told this boy on Instagram yesterday. All right, you're still playing JV, and we're in the Hall of Fame. All right, like, come on now. I almost said JFK. Like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're playing at the JFK Stadium
because you're this is the Postmaster
Redskin-loving
segment.
fools.
This is the Postmaster segment. Hit us up with any questions you got. It can be literally anything. Like what my boy Duke Bigums just asked. You got a body part replaced with any cybernetic enhancement. What body part would it be, and what would it do?
Yeah, what's your answer, guys?
Hold on, let me read that again. If you got a body part replaced with a cybernetic enhancement, which body part would it be and what would it do?
It would be my brain, and it would have an internet chip. That's it. I would just have infinite access to the internet via my brain, and I'd have it linked down to my eyes too, where I could do like the Iron Man shit, where like all my shit's just on my screen. Like I look over, you know how you like walk into a room and you're like supposed to remember people and shit, like. You know what I mean? Like you walk into someone's house and you know you're supposed to meet important people and you're like, oh shit, I don't remember this person's name. It's just fucking right there. Look, that's just like a little sample.
What if it had like a Google rating and like above their head,
like this person's a fucking 1-star.
Like there's 5 stars, but only 2.5 of them are filled. You walk into a room and you just walk and like you see this dude over there and he's got 2.5 stars over his head.
Or you get picked up by like a raid.
What a fucking asshole.
You LFG for a raid and you join in and you just like instantly you see all their names and you load all their trials data in, all their raid report data, and you're just like 1 star, 1 star, 1.
Yep.
You just know to get the fuck out. You just saved an hour of your time, like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I had to replace one part of my body with cybernetic enhancement, I guess I would just do my entire spine, like my entire what is that called? What system is that?
What are you doing? Are you trying to be like Wolverine, where they like inject that?
No,
shit
I would
in
do
you?
my entire spine because then down the road, I could always add on to it, right? Like you're not gonna get the arms and then try to hook your arms up to your spine later,
normal
like.
spine?
Yeah, I would just get my whole entire like.
You like ready for the add-ons?
Yeah, exactly.
You're buying like the base package.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can, like,
And then as
do the premium
DLCs come out, I'm hooking them up, bro.
I'm dead.
I'm buying the game and I'm expansion ready. So as the
You don't
DLC.
buy the expansion without the game. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so I'm just getting like the whole system. Like I'm getting phase 1 ready. So as phase 2 and 3 and 4 come out, I'm hooking my legs and my arms up to an already established system.
Dude, Bigum said, I thought yours would be your teeth.
Dude, did you guys not see that they put a book
They
out?
got a whole book written about me.
It's called Baby Teeth. It's
Go
the
peep it out.
it's the story of what?
I do my ass so I can have turbo farts.
Who said that?
That's our producers,
Who said
Lauren,
that?
Lauren and Jenna. Lauren and Jenna said that.
I do my ass so I can get turbo
that's our
farts.
producer, so-
Central nervous system. Thank you, Afro.
Tree
Bob.
said mood. Mood. Trees is about it. Holy hell. All right, next question.
Dude, I was at work yesterday,
Holy
and I was
hell.
eating something really spicy, and this old, like, 67-year-old dude comes up to me, and he goes, how spicy are those wings? And I was like, they're pretty hot. And he was like, I can't eat those, or else I'll get blood farts. And I was like, what the hell are blood farts, bro? Like,
Dude, stop it.
That's the line. Okay, turbo farts are cool, but blood farts are across the line. I'm fucking out of here. Okay. Well, this is what the show is now.
Yeah.
This is what the show has always been. You guys just don't know what it's like because we haven't been together in months. We've been doing it from quarantine.
It's wild times out here. All right. Any other questions before we move on? I think that's it. I think we lost. Thank God. I don't think we can handle another one. We're gonna lose all the viewership.
Everybody forgot.
We lost -6 subs on this one on this show.
When we used to do Going Flawless, this was the entire show. We've
Literally 2 hours of this.
now we do the new show. The first time back in the studio, we reverted back to our old ways.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, Duke
Moving
said
on.
actually going flawless at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We got shared wisdom. Dutch, go ahead. So this is all the like little things that you guys need to know.
Can we
that
actually
didn't
pull
get
this
to
week up at Bungie? Or is that not a thing?
Yeah. Well, first thing I want to say was the trials. Like I feel like that should have been a
Okay,
topic
yeah,
too,
go ahead.
But, trials was fucked this week. Super disappointed. Basically, the lighthouse was bugged for those of you guys who don't know. So they basically took the whole thing out of the game. Pretty big bummer for the big grinders because I'm fucking out here at 1050 light ready to give people the wagon. All right, and what happens? It's not there. Well, the whole point of like the light bonus like matchmaking for trials, like the light powered enabled, is so that when you're working a little harder, you can go in there and give them the business, all right? And that only happens the first couple weeks because by the end of it, especially with the AFK farming, everyone's gonna be maxed by next week. So it's a little disappointing that I didn't get to go in there, have my 1 week of fun to just shit on kids.
Also, there's
All
been
right,
some
Jazz shits on my floor if you guys saw it on Instagram.
There's been some button remapping issues too, where the sprint's not working correctly. So they've changed it to toggle sprint, so you actually have to click it to sprint and click it off to stop your sprint. So I'm a holy shit sprinter where I just like constantly am like clicking it the entire time. So that's bugged right now. I'm sure everyone who plays, like I noticed it as soon as I flew into the tower the first time. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They've also stated that Gambit and Gambit Prime will be merged into a singular playlist in the next coming year. So I guess in 3 months from now. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know. I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it wasn't too much. I wanted to just mention the trial stuff.
Yeah.
Jake said you two getting the 6 beers deep season 10 badge. 100%. Not even a question.
Yep, we did get the season 10 badge. That was pretty dope.
No,
have we talked about that?
No. This is. Oh no.
Yeah, we did get the season
I
10
think
badge.
he meant season 11. You two getting. I think he meant, are we gonna get it?
Oh, so we did get the season 10
We did get
badge.
season 10, and
I
we're
snuck
definitely
in
gonna get season
late
11.
Sunday night. Jonesy
Before
posted, he was like, all the Trials ATP matches, every game that you play is worth 10 points instead of 1. So I hit it. And huge shout out, we might as well just move on to shout outs real quick. Huge shout out to Theo and Saint. I know they really got the AA to try to help me out and get my confidence card. And then
But at the end of the day, big shout out to me for getting
I got paired up with Alaska Lost Cause, who is a goddamn savage. And we called Decon in, and Decon and Alaska, the three of us, we
straight wagon status.
we did. We fucking grinded that shit out, and it was actually our first card we played. I think we went straight.
Oh, the physical badge. No, I don't really buy the badges.
Oh, the actual badge.
We buy the gear. I did buy the Prophecy hoodie.
Wait, 6 Beers Deep has an actual badge that you can buy, a physical badge?
I don't know. Is that a thing? Mattbot?
Oh, is Mattbot in here?
Yeah, that's
that's Mattbot.
Jake is Mattbot.
Yeah, what's up, Mattbot?
Is that a thing? What?
Oh, he makes them. Discord has some information.
Oh. Well then, yeah, definitely. Let me know. I'm definitely getting one.
Yeah, well then I'm gonna
put it
get the
up here on
season
the
10
show.
one, and then this season.
Make it a season 11 one for us too.
Yeah, you might as well start making them now.
Start making them now because we're getting them.
Because I've already got, dude. I know I've got the mindset that I'm gonna get the Callus meme, straight up. The Trials one, I think we can manage if we get it. Like this week would have been the best week to get it, so hopefully we get the Trials one.
I'm crushing
the Crucible one, where you have to play President and guard your homie with all last words, like that seems pretty straight up. I feel like I'm gonna get that one. All we have to do is mercy the other team. Use bubbles and wells.
Yeah, no, not a question. I'll be there. See you there.
Yeah,
And yeah,
so-
let us know. I haven't seen an announcement or anything for that, so I was not aware. But hell yeah, we'd love to have one mounted up here on the show or something. That'd be lit.
Yeah, I want to mount one on my raid jacket when that finally gets here
Yeah,
a month
definitely.
ago.
Let us know. We'd love to get them.
Speaking of the raid jackets, should be shipped soon. I haven't seen a confirmation email,
Very
but
soon. And I just bought a dungeon hoodie, which are Versace. They're
the actual hoodie.
The 9 hoodies that the chick wears.
Yeah,
It's
that the
identical.
emissary wears.
So they look.
And I bought the
saucy.
trials hat this week.
I bought
so.
that too, but those should come quicker. But it's I'm like 6 months out on the dungeon hoodie, so can't wait for that.
Yeah, by the time you get it, it'll be wintertime. It'll be perfect. You can wear it underneath your raid jacket.
Perfect. You DM me the pic.
Yeah, I'm in
This
on
should
it.
go up this week. Perfect. Tell you, dude. I'm in it. No doubt. So,
He
Cool,
DM'd it
guys.
to you. Can we put it up on the?
yeah, let me see what's up. Let me see. DM me on the Discord. There it is. Lauren, go ahead and throw this up on the screen right quick. Put me up. 4.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is that a patch? What is that?
It's like it looks like a bat. Like it's not a patch. It's like a badge.
I want to sew that onto my. I want to sew that right onto my skin, like right into my arm.
Oh, look at that. Dude, look
It's
at
not on the screen.
Look at the. It's not. Oh, look at the quality. Though.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
I think I just
What
went
do you
from
make
6 to
that?
midnight.
What do you make that out of?
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
You say 6 to midnight. I'm dead. That's dope. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're in it.
Yeah, I definitely need some of those.
Dope. So.
We'll just get one, dude. We'll split the cost. We'll put it right here on the fucking. And then every time we get another one, we'll just line them up on the desk here. The desk will be full in 3 seasons.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's real sick.
I'm down for band spare tonight. Yeah. 100% Ace. I'm in it.
Okay, I'm down on that.
Yeah.
That makes us 2, Ace. I know Duke wants in on that. I know Cap wants in on that. I told Cap we'd fucking
Dude, I'm
have
gonna
him.
end up doing a couple throughout the season. Like.
Yeah, and I think if you
Shouldn't
help
be that
somebody
difficult.
through one, I think you get like event rewards. Oh, also anybody who's down for the Javelin 4, we need 6 of us for the 3 survival matches
For some event points.
for some event
Yeah, we
points.
wanna
So
get
anybody
that
want to
done.
snag some event points
If anyone
tonight?
wants to hop in with us, let us know.
Yeah, because we're gonna be doing that tonight, and we can run a couple runs. We don't have to like.
Yeah, no, we can do we can do the spare thing multiple times.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm not worried about it at all.
Yeah.
They took skill-based matchmaking out. We didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
They took it out, boys. And I've been in the Crucible just
Ace, we'll be on around 9
tearing
o'clock.
them up.
9 o'clock Eastern. But yeah.
Tearing them up, baby. Josh, dropping wee rans like on my night off, all right?
Dude.
Just under the leg, wee ran.
Think about how many times you've gotten to like 15 or 16 kills, and you're like, man, I'm on the cusp of a ran right
But
now.
all
Like,
these beasts are about to get their supers.
dude,
They
look,
ain't
I
gonna be
got burnt
good.
today out there at
Dude,
the
I was-
sun, dude.
It's been nice and crispy without that
Whoa.
skill base. So yeah, guys, thanks you guys for tuning in. First episode back in the studio. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Feels good.
Um,
Feels good.
yeah, dude, feels great. And yeah, guys, if you guys, I'm pretty sure every single
Oh,
person,
yeah, Lana,
every,
come here.
every one of you guys is
Come here.
subbed. So make sure you guys are subbed. Drop a like. I see 15 in the chat, and I see 8
All right.
likes. So that doesn't
So
make sense.
I've taught Lana, get hyped.
Get
Get
hyped.
hyped. Fuel the jet.
Fuel the
Fuel the
jet.
jet.
Give him the wagon.
Fuel the
He
jet.
knows how to do it.
Fuel it.
That a
Yeah.
girl. That a girl. So.
Fuel the jet. We're gonna jet out because Lauren doesn't know how to turn the stream off.
She does. She just
All right,
enjoys
guys.
us sitting here. But yeah, guys, thanks so
Signing
much for
out.
tuning in. Tell your friends. Get them out here on the wagon. Peep out the videos we put out thus far. New guides coming out this week. Super pumped on it. Hope you guys are enjoying season of 11, The Arrivals. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you all for watching. And thank you, Afro Bob, for the shout out. And we love you all.
We love you guys.
Shoo.